Today our lesson is day 16 math, and we're talking about angles. Okay, so I prepared a small little chart here, okay, for us to look at. The first thing you have to know is I've drawn what is a straight angle here. It goes from 0 to 180 degrees, okay? 180 degrees is considered a straight angle. It's half of 360. And we've talked about 360 before because that's what happens when you do a complete circle. So this is just halfway across. When we look at this, we all know what this is. Okay? It's 90 degrees. It's a 90-degree angle. It's going to have these perfect little corners here on each side of this. So this side is going to be 90 degrees and this side is going to be 90 degrees. 90 plus 90 equals 180. All right? This paper is going to be asking you about acute and obtuse angles. All right? So if you want to know about an acute angle, you think of your right angle that is 90 degrees, and if it is smaller in size than that 90-degree angle, you know it's acute, okay? Anything from 89 degrees, because it has to be smaller, all the way down to 1, because if it's 0, is it really an angle? No. All right, so at least has to be opened up just a teeny tiny bit to be acute, okay? Anywhere from 1 degree to 89 degrees. That's going to be considered acute. They look small, okay? Obtuse is when it's larger than 90. So if it's 91 degrees, it's considered an obtuse angle, all right? So anything where the line looks like it's a little more tipped this direction, okay? All the way to, are we going to go all the way to 180? No, because that would be considered a straight angle. So it would be 179, all right? Now, they're not putting exact numbers on there. I've been talking to you about exact numbers. What your paper is going to do today is it's just going to look at it and it's going to say, hey, what do you think the measurement of this would be? All right? So if we looked at it, we know if we draw a straight line up from here, that would be 90 degrees, right? All right? So this is fairly close to being 90. So look at our answer choices. A says 105. Or is this looking like it's bigger than 90 or smaller than 90? It looks like it's smaller, so we're going to get rid of that. All right. B says 95. Again, our mark that we think about always is 90 degrees. Again, is this going to look like it's larger than 90 or less than 90? It's less. So we've automatically gotten rid of A and B. So now we have C and D. All right, so we know what 90 degrees looks like. This line would be straightened out and it would be pointing like at this number 1 up here. Is our line that is drawn, is it close to 90 or is it closer to 0? So when we look at these two, C and D, it's closer to 90, okay? So we are going to choose C for 75, okay? It's not an exact science, but with the best of our ability, that's what we think it is. Because if this is 90, we know this line is really close to 90, and then one of these that looks closer to 90 would be the 75, okay? So again, here in this picture, we know what 90 degrees looks like. If this line would have been pointing up straight to the word this, that would be 90 degrees. So less than 90 would be coming towards this bottom line. More than 90 is coming this direction. So do you think that this is bent forward, going close to the line it started at, or is it bent kind of backwards and trying to go and lay down flat? All right. my guess would be it's going a little bit backwards. So when you look at it, it's going to be greater than 90. And which one of our angles did we talk about that was greater than 90? All right. Which angle has R as its vertex? Okay, R as its vertex. A vertex, okay, let me just draw an angle on here. Here's our angle. This right there is the vertex. And when they list or talk about angles, they're going to start at one of the endpoints and they're going to go in order. So your vertex is going to be where always? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be in the middle. All right. So when you look at these letters that they've given you, you're going to look for the one that has R in the middle. Okay. And I see one choice that has that. Okay. So when it goes, they're going to put them in order. They're either going to go from top to bottom, or they're going to go from bottom to top, listing them in order. All right. Number 4 says, which angle is an obtuse angle? So again, you got to remember, whichever one you pick, whichever one you think is an obtuse angle, you're going to start at one end, you're going to go down to the middle where the vertex is, and then you're going to come out. All right. So let me give you an example. Okay. If I were to think this, if I were to think that was obtuse, it's not, is it cute? Okay, then I would say in order L, K, J. They usually go top to bottom. I would have said L, K, J. All right, so you're going to find something you believe on here that is obtuse. It can be, the opening could be this way. The opening could be going this way. Okay, it doesn't matter what side it's to. All right, you find your 3 letters that you think, or trace these letters here. Start with G and then go to K and then go to H. G, K, H. Do you think that is obtuse? If you do, circle it. If you don't, draw a line through it. To me, when they say G, K, H, the first thing I think is it's a right angle because it's that perfect L-looking shape. So I would have marked that one out. All right? So go through them. Here we go. The next one, number 5, says, which angle is a straight angle? We talked about straight angles. Okay, remember? A straight angle is what? It's just a straight line. Okay? So go back. When you look at this picture, find your letters that match up that would be a straight angle, okay? Number 6, what kind of angle is HKI? Okay, so you're just going to HKI. You're just going to trace your letters to find that out. If you think it's less than 90, it's acute. If you think it's more than 90, it's obtuse. If you think it's that perfect L shape, of course it's a right angle. If it ends up being a straight line, then you know it's a straight angle. Okay? So this lesson was pretty easy today. All right, that's, again, day 16 math. Tomorrow we're switching gears and we're going to talk about area. All right. So in these few pages here, we're just doing a little bit of reminder stuff, trying to keep our brain going. I don't know when packet pickup is still. Mr. Enders hasn't given us a day. Sorry for the overloading you on messages yesterday. Mondays are always crazy. All of that was so if you are an online learner going forward, not this week, going forward next week, if you're an online learner, I was trying to help you get logged on to your Google Classroom so you could see if you had any glitches, okay? The login that I shared was my made-up login I talked to you all about at school. It's not really a login. You have to use your name, your password, your lunch number, not my made up one. Okay? I think a lot of you have already kind of done that. So if you're still struggling, let me know and we'll work it out. All right? You'll have a good day. Bye.